and talk about a concept that I'm stealing from a colleague of mine called essentially the box theory. And it boils down to grading and expectations and things of that nature. And the thing I really like about the way that my colleague brings this up is kind of the simplicity of it, and I think it's applicable not only for design students but pretty much for anybody. And the theory is that if an assignment called for you to draw a box, there's many levels to that. The first of which being a box. You know, if the assignment was to draw a box and you draw a box and you say, well, I drew a box, why didn't I get an A? You know, yes, it's a box in its basic kind of principles and needs, but it's not all that exciting. It's, you know, not all that challenging. Keeping in mind, you know, that we're in a university environment here, and especially with a lot of these courses, we should probably push beyond just what's written and really kind of assess and look at what could be there. So a box, that would get you a C. Now, if you look at your readings and go through and think about what other things could be there, what other things did your text talk about with drawing a box? Well, maybe it talked about a little perspective. So you come up with this. It's a box, got a little shading, a little perspective, and that's a little bit better. It's a little bit more in-depth. Still fairly straight out of the book. You know, this could be even the textbook drawn box, you know, so you kind of followed along with that. Better effort, a little bit better showing the knowledge that you gain through the readings and or course discussions as well. And this would get you a B. Now, taking that principle one step further, you can look at drawing the box and come up with something like this. You've got shape, maybe you added a lid, a ribbon, dimension, some shading, you know. None of those things were mentioned in the assignment to draw a box, but I don't think anyone would disagree that that is a better box than this, right? They both, I guess, at some level would answer that homework assignment of drawing a box. However, something on this level really goes beyond the normal expectations. It goes into reading in depth and maybe talking about creativity if that was discussed in your text or anything like that. So anytime that you have an assignment, you should be able to go through and look at the readings, the course discussions, the course videos, anything that there may be like that, and try and challenge yourself and figure out, okay, how do I incorporate these other things into my homework? Because if the thing that you're shooting for is an A, then you need to really look at how do you draw a box that's worthy of an A, and not just drawing a box that is simply a box. Hopefully this will help you out with your assignments and how you go about completing them and the amount of work and effort and, you know, transcendence, I guess, that you put into them from your readings and course discussions and lectures. And I hope this helped. Thanks.